Travel Saturday with Sarah and Ed on Ireland's Classic Hits Radio.
With Visit New Jersey. From sky to shore, from sun to snow. With winning historic cities.
See visitnj.org.
Travel journalist Ed Finn and the travel expert Sarah Slattery are back. Hello.
Hi Trina, how are you? You're looking fabulous today.
Fabulous. Yeah, where's my wine that you promised me?
Did I not? I left it at reception.
You left it at
That's
home.
a black
where
hole,
you left
that
it, Ed.
reception.
Come here, I want to talk today about Croatia. Now, this is a place I have been threatening to go see for so long. It just looks so beautiful. Why have I not been there yet? Tell me all about it.
Croatia full of life. That's their slogan, and it's very, very true, isn't it, Sarah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you've been all over Croatia. I've been to loads of places there as well, and it is really the Adriatic jewel, really. Dubrovnik, I suppose we could start off with, because that is a medieval city. Again, kind of, you feel like you go back in time with the shiny cobbled streets and stuff. Yeah,
Dubrovnik is a place everybody should visit, really, and it is quite accessible now. You've got Aer Lingus and Ryanair flying from Dublin. There's flights from Cork as well. So the airfares are actually quite good. So even for a weekend break or a city break, like it's a fabulous city. It's just got that whole medieval vibe going. Well, it is a medieval city, but it's also really, like, considering it was bombed about 30 years ago, it's immaculate. It doesn't look like there was a war-torn place years ago. That you've got turrets and drawbridges and all these cool things in the town. You can walk the walls, which is a fabulous thing to do. You've got a really amazing, just fabulous atmosphere, all the outdoor restaurants in the centre. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. The only thing I will say is it can get really busy with cruise ships during the summer, during the key times of the day. So depending on where you're staying, it's nice to go in the evening time when the cruise ships are gone, or go in early morning, or visit off-peak. That's when the real value is.
So when exactly, Sarah, are the off-peak times?
Well, April, May, September, October, that would be, especially if you're doing it from a city break point of view, you don't necessarily need the really hot weather, because you're just going to get that whole city vibes.
Yeah.
But it is a really, even all those cliff bars, like you've got these people, do you know what tombstoning is? You've got these cool people, you sit in one of these cliff bars and everyone's just literally sunbathing on the rocks with their drinks. And it's not like a bar, it's just like a kind of a shack at the side of a cliff. And then you've just got all these people jumping off the tops of this all day into the sea, and it's really, you're just sitting there and watch them like mesmerised. Like it's just the whole city is just a real cool vibe. But I mean, if you want to go on a week holiday, there's loads of resorts. I'd say maybe stay on the outskirts. We stayed in Savtat, which I loved, gorgeous, couldn't recommend it enough. Fabulous resort, really, really nice, and you can just get the ferry in and out to Dubrovnik, and you don't have all the crowds. It's real chill, lovely restaurants, and there's lots of places like that. So you don't, if you want to go during the summertime and you don't want that kind of city, hot or packed feeling, there's plenty of choices just on the outskirts for where you can stay.
Can I mention you mentioned about the cliffs there, for anybody who might have a problem with accessibility or anything, is a place like that a problem? Like, I just remember years ago going to places and there were steps everywhere, and is there anything to watch out for? Yeah,
they've become very conscious. In Dubrovnik itself, as we were talking earlier about over-tourism, they started restricting the cruise ships because they went a bit mad for a while, so they've done a lot of work on that. But it is, like, you'd want to make sure that there's only certain areas, like, because the cobbled streets would be like Temple Bar, a lot of it, there's a lot of it that would be even hard to walk around, really, but it's beautiful. It's like, Game of Thrones was filmed there, for example, loads of it. I went to Sibenek.
Would you be a Game of Thrones fan by any chance?
Everywhere you mentioned Game of Thrones.
I interviewed your man once, the old fellow George R.R. Martin, who wrote it.
I believe I've never seen one episode of that in my life.
Yeah, it is absolutely, there's still time for you, Trina. There's still time. It's brilliant. It's got everything. Betrayal, deceit, murder, sex, everything. It's all the good stuff. I went to Sibenek, which is a beautiful little town as well, outside. Vodice, by the way, which kind of means like spring water, is another place that people might, Croatia Tours arranged a package for me. Now they're doing Croatia for 30 years, so they do loads of island hopping, those little boats you can book. It's only 34 people on a ship, and you have your own chef on board, and you stop off every day and you jump into the that beautiful blue water, the Adriatic. So I loved all that as well. And Split, of course, we were talking about moving on. Like Split, we have direct flights now with Croatia Airlines with, I think, is it Aer Lingus and Ryanair as well? I was looking at the price there with Croatia Tours. Like for July, 250 return with a 20 kilo bag, Sarah.
Yeah,
was very good. And they have a weekly charter like that. Well, they've allocated seats on it, so they've packaged that up. So the prices are quite good because it can be really expensive. You know, like it's not a cheap destination, Croatia, but it's an amazing quality destination.
Yeah, I've seen Croatia Tours offers before because they buy so many seats on the flight. So particularly in busy weeks in July, if you're on the Aer Lingus site and the prices look expensive, check with them because they often have much cheaper rates than what you can see live, even though it's exactly the same flight you're getting, but they've just bought them in advance at a cheaper price.
Right.
And they're great to talk to because I know, like most people, I'm sure all the listeners are familiar with Dubrovnik, but you know, like that, we've got direct flights to Zadar, to Split, to Zagreb.
Yeah.
You know, there's actually 1,246 islands in Croatia. Like when you think of it,
Sarah's been on them all.
It's my
she loves a bit of island hopping. She was missing there for about 2 years. Islands in the sun,
swimming from one to the other.
Where's Sarah?
Could you
name them? Could you just name them all for us, Sarah? But in fairness, that is true. You could be lost there, like we'll never see it again.
Like there's loads of Hvar and Brach and loads of really like where a lot of the celebrities go.
Hvar is incredible.
I've never been.
And the festivals, by the way, can I just mention they have a midsummer festival and they have a jazz festival, and they have, like, if you look on I was looking at Croatia.ie, just the website, they have amazing music festivals. Like they love music in Croatia, like it's a big thing for them, right? And they've great wine as well. They make loads of wine there as well. But it's a real buzzy place to go in summertime. But Dubrovnik, definitely go. But then, I mean, you know, the natural waterfalls where I went, the Plivnitsa waterfalls, that was like something. It's like, you know, the wow factor again.
Yeah.
You walk along this boardwalk and you just come along, you see these waterfalls coming down and people are jumping into the water. It's just like something out of, like, you know, paradise.
Is it full of young ones or all kind of ages?
Oh, all ages. Some of the islands are very, very popular with the young. Remember, even some of them, Pag, like, was all where the Leaving Certs used to go at one point. Some of them can be really lively and really, really good. And like that, I think the concerts drag a lot of young people over as well. But it's very, very mixed. Like places like Savta, where I was talking to, would be an older crowd. But it's also good for kind of, I suppose, adventure travel. People who want to get around. Like the Montenegro border is literally right beside Dubrovnik Airport. When we were staying there, we took a car for the day and we went over into Montenegro. And Kotor, like the Bay of Kotor, is absolutely, my God,
gorgeous,
like
Kotor,
mind-blowing, stunning.
And they have the Euro, by the way, now as well. Croatia got the Euro this year, and Montenegro always had it. But so that's just handy.
There's so much you can do between the islands, between the different cities. Zadar, I believe, is a beautiful city. Split, like
Zadar is fabulous. Zagreb now has won. Like, we're not even talking about Christmas markets, but like they've won best Christmas markets. I mean, Zagreb is an incredible city, kind of like Prague, similar kind of architecture. But for the coastline there, look at the huge long coastline they have. But the island hopping thing is really, you know, because people you go to Greece and you do island hopping. Croatia, again, it's so safe. You know, like you're never in any fear. You know, I was never, like Dubrovnik as well. It's just you could walk around any time of the day or night. Just a really safe destination as well.
Okay. All right, super. Sarah Slattery, Ed Finn, thanks for telling us all about Croatia.
Full of life.
Thanks, Trina.
Travel Saturday with Sarah and Ed on Ireland's Classic Hits Radio.
With Visit New Jersey. From sky to shore, from sun to snow. With winning historic cities.
See visitnj.org.